What's up, Wealth Wizards? Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the secrets to building wealth and achieving financial freedom. Today, we're diving into habits that keep you stuck in financial struggle. By breaking these habits, you can transform your financial future. Learn from the most successful billionaires on the planet. They cultivated habits and mindsets to build and preserve wealth. Let's uncover the wealth-building strategies you need. Let's get into it. Let's dive into the first wealth-zapping habit: living beyond your means. This trap catches many, leading to a mountain of debt. Fancy cars, expensive clothes, lavish vacations, all funded by credit. They look wealthy, but it's built on debt. Wealthy people build fortunes differently. Warren Buffett still lives in his 1959 house, known for his practical lifestyle. It's about understanding the value of money. Every dollar spent on wants could be invested. True wealth is financial security and freedom. Break free by spending less than you earn. It requires discipline and a shift in mindset. This brings us to the golden rule of building wealth. Live below your means. It sounds simple, but it's a principle that can make or break your financial future. Think about it this way. Every dollar you save is a dollar you can use to build wealth. It's like planting seeds that will grow into a financial forest over time. One of the most effective ways to live below your means is to create a budget. A budget gives you a clear picture of where your money is going and helps you identify areas where you can cut back. Small changes can make a big difference over time. Let's move on to the second wealth-crushing habit: not having an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable, we all know that. Unexpected expenses pop up like uninvited guests. Imagine this: your car breaks down, you face a sudden medical bill, or you lose your job. These situations are stressful enough without the added burden of not having the financial means to handle them. This is where an emergency fund swoops in to save the day. Think of your emergency fund as your financial safety net. So, how much should you aim to save in your emergency fund? The general rule of thumb is to have 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses stashed away. I know that might seem like a lot, especially when you're just starting out. But remember, this is your financial safety net. Start small and gradually build up your fund over time. Even setting aside $50 or $100 a month is a step in the right direction. Consistency is key here. Treat your emergency fund contributions like you would any other essential expense. Now, where should you keep your emergency fund? You want to make sure it's easily accessible when you need it. A high-yield savings account is a great option. These accounts offer a slightly better interest rate than traditional savings accounts, helping your money grow a little faster. Remember, this money is for emergencies only, not for that impulse purchase or weekend getaway. The goal is to have a safety net that provides peace of mind, knowing you can handle whatever life throws your way. Let's talk about credit card debt. That little piece of plastic can feel like a lifeline one minute and a ball and chain the next. That's how you get caught in the debt spiral. The problem with credit cards is the crazy high interest rates. We're talking like 20%, sometimes even higher. The longer you ignore it, the more overwhelming it becomes. Think of it like a leak in your roof. The longer you wait, the more damage it does. So, how do you escape this debt trap? First things first, stop digging. Put those credit cards down, cut them up if you have to. You can't get out of debt if you're constantly adding to it. Next, make a plan to attack that debt head-on. There are a couple of popular methods: the snowball method and the avalanche method. The snowball method focuses on paying off the smallest debts first for a quick morale boost. The avalanche method targets the highest interest debts first to save you the most money in the long run. Whichever method you choose, the key is to be consistent. Make more than the minimum payment every month, even if it's just a little extra. Remember, every dollar you pay towards your debt is a dollar closer to financial freedom. And trust me, the feeling of being debt-free? Priceless. It's like a weight lifted off your shoulders. You'll sleep better at night, have less stress, and be able to focus on building a brighter financial future. Let's talk about investing, or rather, the mistake of not investing. See, a lot of people think investing is just for the wealthy, but that's like saying a gym membership is only for people who are already ripped. The whole point is to get there. Investing is one of the most powerful tools you have to build wealth over time. And the reason it's so powerful is because of this magical thing called compound interest. Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world, and for good reason. Imagine a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's small, but as it rolls, it picks up more and more snow, growing bigger and bigger. That's compound interest in action. Your money makes money, and then that money makes money, and so on. Now, think about this. The earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to compound. It's like giving your snowball a head start down that hill. Even small amounts invested consistently can grow into a significant nest egg over time. Take Ray Dalio, for example. He's the founder of Bridgewater Associates, one of the biggest hedge funds in the world. And you know when he started investing? As a teenager. He understood the power of compound interest early on, and it's a big reason he's so successful today. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a hedge fund manager to be successful with investing, but you do need to start somewhere. The key is to take that first step. Open a brokerage account, even if you can only contribute a small amount each month. Start by investing in low-cost index funds or ETFs, which are like baskets of stocks that offer instant diversification. And remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be ups and downs in the market, but the key is to stay consistent with your investments and focus on the long term. All right, let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial for building wealth: financial education. See, in the world of money, knowledge isn't just power, it's profit. You wouldn't try to fix a car engine without knowing how it works, right? Well, managing your finances is no different. You need to understand the basics of budgeting, saving, investing, and debt management to make informed decisions about your money. Think of it like this. Every dollar you earn is like an employee working for you. Your job is to be a good boss to those dollars. That means investing them wisely, putting them to work in assets that will generate more money, and protecting them from unnecessary risks. And the best way to become a good boss to your money? Education. Read books, listen to podcasts, take online courses. There's a wealth of information out there, and much of it is free. Take a look at Elon Musk, for example. He's not just a brilliant engineer and entrepreneur, he's also a voracious reader and lifelong learner. He understands that knowledge is power, and he's constantly seeking to expand his understanding of the world, including the world of finance. And you know what? You can do the same. Start with some classic personal finance books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book will change the way you think about money and investing. Then dive into The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. This book, considered the Bible of value investing, will teach you how to analyze companies and make smart investment decisions. The point is, you don't need a fancy degree to become financially literate. All you need is the desire to learn and the willingness to put in the time. So, start educating yourself today and watch your financial future brighten up. All right, let's talk about poor money management habits. The first one is not tracking your expenses. This is like driving with your eyes closed. You have no idea where your money is going. Do you really know how much you spent on eating out last month, or how much those daily coffees add up to? If you don't track your spending, you can't identify areas where you can cut back and save more. It's like trying to lose weight without counting calories. You might think you're doing well, but without that data, it's just a guessing game. Now, I'm not saying you need to become obsessed with every penny, but having a general idea of your spending habits is crucial. Luckily, we live in the age of technology, and there are tons of apps that can do the heavy lifting for you. Apps like Mint or Personal Capital can link to your bank accounts and automatically categorize your transactions. They even generate fancy charts and graphs to visualize your spending patterns. Pretty cool, right? Another bad habit is paying bills late. This might seem minor, but those late fees can really add up over time. Plus, it can hurt your credit score, making it harder to get loans or even rent an apartment in the future. Just like Oprah Winfrey keeps her media empire organized, you need to stay on top of your finances. Set up automatic payments or calendar reminders so you never miss a due date. Trust me, your future self will thank you for it. Poor money management also means missing out on potential savings and investment opportunities. Imagine you get a bonus from work, but because you're not organized, you end up spending it on random things instead of investing it. Over time, that money could have grown significantly in the market, earning you passive income. It's like leaving free money on the table. Don't do that to yourself. Get organized, prioritize your spending, and make your money work for you. Let's talk about impulse spending. We've all been there. You're scrolling through social media, and suddenly you see an ad for something you just to have. Or maybe you're at the checkout line and that candy bar is calling your name. Impulse spending is all about instant gratification. It feels good in the moment, but later on, you're left with buyer's remorse and a dent in your wallet. It's like eating a whole pizza in one sitting. Sure, it's enjoyable at the time, but later you're left feeling bloated and regretful. The problem is, impulse purchases rarely align with our financial goals. We end up spending money on things we don't need, neglecting our savings, and delaying our financial freedom. It's like trying to build a house on a foundation of sand. It's just not sustainable. Now, I'm not saying you can't ever treat yourself, but there's a big difference between a well-deserved reward and a spontaneous splurge that throws your budget off track. How do you combat impulse spending? Use the 24-hour rule. Before any non-essential purchase, wait a full day. This period helps you decide if you truly need it. Often the urge will pass and you'll save money. Remember Bill Gates? He focuses on value over cost. Be mindful of your spending and watch your wealth grow. Let's talk about setting financial goals. This is something a lot of people overlook, but it's absolutely crucial for financial success. Without clear goals, it's easy to fall into the trap of aimless spending and saving without a purpose. Think about it like this. If you were going on a road trip, would you just start driving without a destination in mind? Probably not. You'd end up lost and frustrated. The same principle applies to your finances. Setting financial goals gives you direction and motivation. It provides a roadmap for your financial journey, helping you stay focused and make informed decisions. When you have a clear target in mind, you're more likely to make sacrifices and stay disciplined with your spending. Just like Richard Branson, who sets clear and actionable goals for his Virgin Group, you too need to define what you want to achieve financially. Whether it's buying your dream home, retiring early, or simply becoming debt-free, having a goal will fuel your actions. Financial goals come in all shapes and sizes. Set both short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals include saving for a house, paying off debt, or a vacation. Long-term goals need more time and planning. These could be early retirement or financial independence. Track your progress regularly. Financial planning is an ongoing process. Write down your goals and create a plan. All right, moving on to habit number 9 that's keeping you poor. Procrastinating on financial decisions. This is a huge one, and it's something I see people struggling with all the time. Look, I get it, dealing with finances can feel about as fun as a root canal, but putting it off only makes things worse. Think about it like this. Every time you put off making a financial decision, you're essentially letting problems pile up. It's like ignoring a small leak in your roof. Over time, that little drip can turn into a major and expensive headache. Remember the power of compound interest? Procrastination robs you of that precious time. One of the most successful people I know, Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, is famous for his decisiveness. He makes decisions and moves forward. You can learn from his approach. Write down financial tasks, prioritize, and schedule them. Treat it like any other important appointment. Start with one small thing, then move on to the next. The more you take action, the easier it becomes. Be decisive and build a solid financial future. Failing to plan for retirement. You might think, I'm still young, I have plenty of time. But the earlier you start, the better off you'll be. Retirement planning is a marathon, not a sprint. You wouldn't wait until the last mile to start training. The same logic applies to your financial future. The sooner you start, the more time your money has to grow. Even small contributions can make a big difference. It's about building the habit and letting compound interest work. Time is your greatest asset in retirement planning. Take it from someone who knows a thing or two about building wealth, Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba. He's a firm believer in the importance of early retirement planning. He's even said that he started planning for his retirement when he was still in his 20s. Now, you don't have to be a billionaire to start planning for your future. There are plenty of resources available to help you get started no matter your income level. One of the best things you can do is contribute to a retirement account like a 401k or an IRA. These accounts offer tax advantages that can help you save more for retirement. Plus, many employers offer matching contributions to 401ks, which is essentially free money. Don't leave that on the table. Failing to plan for retirement can have serious consequences down the line. You don't want to be stuck working well into your golden years because you didn't save enough. Take control of your future, start planning, and enjoy peace of mind knowing that you're financially prepared for whatever life throws your way. All right, so there you have it. The The top 10 habits that are keeping you poor, and more importantly, how to break free from them. Remember, building wealth isn't about luck, it's about making smart choices and developing habits that set you up for success. Breaking free from these habits can set you on the path to financial success. Learn from billionaires. Live within your means, save for emergencies, manage debt, invest, educate yourself, stay organized, avoid impulse spending, set goals, make prompt decisions, and plan for retirement. These are the keys to unlocking your financial potential. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Uncovered Wealth Wizards for more insights and strategies. Have questions or topics you want us to cover? Leave a comment below. Until next time, take control of your finances and build your wealth.